All right, this is Larry with Man Cave Mayhem, and I just wanted to let you know that today we're doing something a little different. We're out here with a good friend of mine, Terry Bryant.
Hi there.
And we are going to go through a little tour of his awesome Jeep that he has. I don't know if any of you know that I'm really fond of Jeeps. I've had a couple of Jeeps in my time. I've got a 1981 Jeep Scrambler. I've had a 83 Jeep CJ5, and I've had a couple Jeep Cherokees, but this one takes the cake. So we're gonna have Terry tell us a little bit about his Jeep, how he came to get it, and what it's all about.
Well, thank you, brother. I know I've seen your Jeeps, and you have some very cool equipment. So what we've got here is a 2013 Jeep Rubicon 10th anniversary edition, and I purchased the vehicle about a year ago from a gentleman that had done all the off-road work, and then I love camping. So I took it and made it a off-road camper. A lot of people call it overlanding now. Or it can be get in your car and go out in the desert and find a place to hang out.
It could also be called overspending too. Overspending is what I call it, but you know what? When you're a man of unlimited means.
Oh, my friend, no. Ask my wife about that one.
Wait till you see this rig. It is freaking awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
So
we had a lot of fun. And when I bought it, it already had a 3.5-inch lift on it from Metal Cloak, and it runs 37-inch Goodyear Wrangler MTR tires with the Kevlar in it. It's got aluminum rims, so they're very light for lighter rotational mass. It's got, a lot of interior upgrades, a sport cage from Hard Rock Edition. It's got carbon fiber wrapped hood on it, dual battery system, fridge in the back, tent on the top. It's exciting to go out, and where I used to go backpacking with my son, I now drive there and hang out, go camping.
Lazy man's backpacking,
which
I actually thoroughly enjoy. The backpacking part I don't enjoy as much. So we're going to take you through this little tour, and I think you're going to be amazed, impressed, and wishing you had one just like it. So come along and join us.
Rubicon 10th anniversary came with some special features that the others didn't. This one has the metal bumpers on it still from the factory. The ears have just been removed from there. It's had the steel fender upgrade to it, give it some more strength and support. Inner wheel well liners to help keep that engine clean when you're doing those water crossings. Rolling on 37-inch Goodyear Wrangler NTR tires. Got the Kevlar in it to help on the rock crawling. As you come across the front here, we have a Warn 10S winch, rated at 10,000 pounds. With
it's tucked in there too nicely.
Yeah, it is. It gives a lot of good clearance. A lot of people build winches up and block that radiator flow, that airflow to the radiator. Then they have heating problems. But under the hood, we do have the power Bulge hood. That was a feature of the 10th anniversary Rubicon. But we have an R2C cold air intake to help increase horsepower.
Show us all that. Let's see it.
Yeah, let's open it up. So there we go. So this is your cold air intake, taking the place of the factory air cleaner box. Back here we've got a Genesis off-road dual battery system. It's got the one-way blocker on there to keep it from draining your battery, and that's what powers the fridge and everything in the back, all your power outlets and stuff. Over here we've got the S-Pod system, so it's a switching system. We'll show you when we get inside, but it really cleans up the wiring on the vehicle and makes it easier to follow what your power is going to.
Perfect.
Works well. Of course, all the lights on it have been changed out to LED lights, including the headlamps, marker lamps, fog lamps. All the marker lamps on the side have been changed out. On the windshield pillar, we've got Rigid Industries D2 Marine style lights. The reason we went with the Marine because they're white to match the rest of it, along with Rigid Industries mounts for that.
Super nice. Super nice stuff.
Come on around. We've got some steps to jump on here. That way, when you're setting up your rooftop tent, you can climb up there and you can reach things and put things away if you want to. and those have been powder coated white and red to match the rest of the Jeep. You've got the Rubicon 10th anniversary rock sliders, which are really sturdy. Those are good. They've been cut for clearance to clear the 37-inch tires. Again, steel fenders back here. Up top, we've got the rhino-rack system. That's what allows us to carry the rooftop tent and many other supplies, and makes it rated for 800 pounds on the roof.
Oh, that's good.
So I think it'll hold me at night.
It might hold you.
It might when I get to sleep in there. Included with that rhino-rack system was what they call a backbone, which is basically an interior framework that helps support that. That way it's not just supported by the fiberglass roof itself up there.
Gotcha.
So, and then back here we have one of my favorite parts of this whole thing.
This is like the toy store right here. This is the candy shop.
So this is a organizing box system made by a company called Truck Box. The guy did an amazing job on this. He's out of Northern California.
Truck Box. Okay.
Truck Box. You call and order whatever system you want. You can do your own configuring, your own color, and everything, and he makes that happen. And then up top of the rack, we've got a power tank CO2 system for filling tires. You
can also run air tools off that too.
You can, it certainly can. We've got some camp chairs. Underneath the camp chairs there, we've got some solar panels. We've got a 30 watt panel and then a 60 watt panel. Okay. So we can hook up 90 watts of solar power if we want to.
This is what I'm liking too. You know, not to interrupt, but I'm really liking this ARB fridge.
So we've got a 50-liter ARB fridge on a slide out. You can see right now it's sitting at -2 degrees Celsius, so it'll keep your food nice and cool.
Now, how long can you run that thing without having any issues with batteries?
Interesting, Mr. Man Cave Mayhem, you asked that question. I've had it run for over 3 days.
Wow.
On the auxiliary battery. There are settings you can put on here that'll, if the battery drains down to 12 volts, it'll shut off. 11.5, it'll shut off. 11, it'll shut off. After the 3 days, it was sitting at about 11.3 volts.
Wow,
pretty bad.
That's low, but still, that's pretty good.
But it was powering the fridge. And then underneath the fridge is another slide-out drawer, and all of these drawers lock in place, out or in.
Yeah, we'll get a look at that. That thing really comes out.
And then
that guy did a great job on custom building it.
And then as you open this up,
oh, what do we have? A little kitchen here.
This is where we've got our camp stove. Awesome. So we take that camp stove when we're camping. We'll take it out of this, and we move it over on this side. This is our little work table.
From what I understand, back in the days when we used to camp, we did a lot of Dutch oven stuff, but I was the one that was doing all the cooking.
You did the Dutch oven loving, brother. That's what you called it.
Dutch oven loving.
Whatever was left over from dinner the night before went into breakfast the next day.
That's right.
Those were some of the best meals there were.
That's right.
There were. So once you get this stove out of there and you set it up over there, you take this and you close it up.
You got your little propane cylinder back here. What is that, a gallon propane cylinder?
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect.
It's got a hose that leads over to it from here. And
great setup.
Pull your table out.
What?
Got more storage over here.
Awesome.
Along with, you know, a top that slides back and forth to keep your stuff organized.
And you've got, you had that, this right here, you were getting ready to show me and I rudely interrupted.
This is our solar oven. So
solar oven, there, right on.
We want to be able to enjoy the
and that's a GoSun, right?
Yes, it is.
GoSun stove, right on.
You betcha.
So what are you baking, cookies and donuts?
How'd you know, my friend? It's all about the cookies.
I can tell by the gut. That's how I can tell.
So you take this thing and you set it up out there and catch those solar rays. Let's see if we can do this real quick. There you go.
Now that is freaking slick.
There you go.
So
that'll cook a dozen mini Toll House cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
And where do you put
in about 6 minutes?
Where do you put it? It shines on to something. Yeah, fill me in. I'm new at this. Okay,
yeah,
this is pretty high tech.
This is.
It makes me not want to be at home.
I tell you, one Sunday after church, we came home and pulled this out just because the kids wanted cookies.
There you go.
So we pulled it out. We set it in the driveway and opened it up, and we had cookies. There's your.
Oh, that's pretty slick.
So right there. So you spray some non-stick stuff in here. And lay your cookie dough out. Put it in there.
So I take it you get like a wiener cookie.
Oh, within about 6 minutes, you get steam coming out of that hole right there.
Really?
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
Amazing. It's a lot of fun.
Pretty cool. Pretty slick.
It's a lot of fun.
That's a pretty cool setup.
So we've got our stovetop, we've got our oven, we've got our refrigerator. when we're out on a road trip, we carry some Rotopacks containers on the backpack here.
Which you failed to bring.
I didn't bring my crazy beaver shovel.
I'm a little bit disappointed, but he has a crazy beaver shovel and Rotopack.
Two Rotopacks for fuel and two Rotopacks for water.
Awesome.
So that gets us through.
And we semi set up the tent so you can kind of get an idea how the awnings work and everything.
That's it. California king size bed on the top of a Jeep. Does it get any better than that?
No.
California king size
is this
bed.
really what you call camping? I mean, I'm having a hard time. And the tent is a 23-0 tent.
Made by 23-0. A lot of good companies out there, but we like the features.
Didn't I just say that? Did I not just? I thought I said that. I didn't think it was made by freaking Walmart or anything, you know. But you know,
it could be.
That could be. Anyhow, give me a tour of the tent. Let's. Can I just climb up there? I'm gonna climb up there. Hopefully, I won't fall and die. But
and stick your head in.
Maybe Terry's hoping I will.
Let our friends take a peek in there.
Let's see if we can. If we have enough light to show, but this thing is pretty slick inside.
It's got a 3-inch foam mattress to keep you comfortable.
I'm already comfortable. I'm thinking about hanging out here.
When you close it up, it's just so when you open it up, it's ready to go.
Pretty cool setup. Very nice. Very nice. Am I allowed to be jealous? Can I? I'm not allowed to be jealous. I kind of wanted to be a little covetous, but not a problem. The best thing about this, right there.
Man Cave Mayhem, that's where it's at.
I'll bet you it comes off tonight. He's gonna say, it's not the right color, right? It's not the right color, it doesn't match this.
So when you look at the inside, so underneath the seat, we've got our ARB dual head air compressor.
Wow.
So we can, if we run out of CO2, we've got a backup.
Okay.
We've got our rock hard sport cage here, which adds additional support, and a crossbar to the main sport roll bar in the back.
Pretty slick.
Up top here, we've got our S-Pod switches.
Let's see what we got here.
So you may notice one up there that says like passenger eject or something. So when you hit that button, it scares the passenger, and it's the compressor mounted underneath the seat.
That's pretty slick. I like that.
Yeah, and then it's got all the lights. Right here in the middle is a power meter. That's letting me know what the voltage is on the batteries under the hood. There's auxiliary.
Really nice.
You can use it as a booster switch to jumpstart your vehicle, and then it gives you your voltage on your main battery.
Super
as well.
high tech, and then you got. It looks like you got the lights over on the side there. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It controls all the lights individually on the front.
Perfect.
There. You've got a remote here.
And this thing, obviously, it came with full lockers because it's the Rubicon model.
Lockers, front and rear.
E-lockers, front and rear.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Then you got the RAM mount here.
You got the RAM. We put an iPad here, and we use this software to help us navigate when we're out there in the areas where there's not a whole lot else to tell us what's going on.
Right. Perfect. And cool.
Yeah.
And then seat covers.
We got Trek Armor, now Bartech, makes the seat covers. They make an excellent product.
Very nice.
The reason they're covered is because these are one of the features of the 10th anniversary Rubicon were red leather seats.
Oh man, that's cool.
So
yeah, you don't want to
red leather, you know,
don't want to thrash those. Yeah, for sure.
You can see a little more of the from right where you're at. If you look right here, you've got this padding, and those are more supports from rhino-rack that goes from the base down here up to the roof, and that's what's supporting that.
And you got full T-tops on this.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard for all Rubicon Unlimiteds anyhow.
I think they call them the Freedom Tops.
Freedom Tops, yeah.
The tops up front come off, or you can pull the whole thing off. We've added the factory lining inside that really helps with noise reduction.
Perfect.
And stuff, so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun, man.
Very cool setup. So if you haven't seen a cool Jeep, you have now. Just remember, like, share, subscribe. Terry's got an awesome Jeep. He also has a really good company too. Admire Charter, if you're ever out here in Southern California. Good charter company. If you want to rent buses, get a hold of Terry. He's the man to do it. So Terry, what are we? We're just men in a cave causing mayhem. That sucked. Do it again. So Terry, what are we? We're just okay, boy, he's bad. All right. So what are we, Terry? We're just men in a cave causing mayhem. Thanks for watching.